Another very important biological molecule or class of biological molecules is the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates consist of carbon, carbo, and water, hydro. A monosaccharide is a simple sugar. Monosaccharides are found everywhere. For example, we have 5 carbon sugars or pentoses. An example would be ribose. Ribose is part of RNA, and then there's deoxyribose that forms part of DNA. And then there are also very common 6 carbon sugars or hexoses. Fructose is a very important one that's found in fruit. Glucose or dextrose is found in your blood. It's a very important sugar. And galactose is another one. And you'll notice here that there's very little difference. For example, here they're pointing out that the only difference between glucose and galactose is the spatial arrangement of the hydroxyl or OH group. In addition to monosaccharides, there are also disaccharides. Disaccharide consists of 2 linked sugar molecules, glucose and fructose, for example, when bound together form sucrose, which is common table sugar. Another type of common disaccharide is maltose, which is glucose combined with glucose. And one that most of you are probably familiar with is lactose. That's galactose and glucose. So lactose is the sugar found in milk. Okay, so then there are also polysaccharides. A polysaccharide is a polymer consisting of repeated units of monosaccharides. Starch is a polysaccharide made up of 1,000 or more glucose molecules and is used by plants for energy. So you'd expect to have starch in certain starchy vegetables, things like potatoes and various legumes. Similar polysaccharide is glycogen, and that's also a polymer of glucose, but that's used in animals for the same purpose. It's a way of storing energy. So let's take a quick look at these two. So in animals, you have glycogen, and it's, as you can see here, it's a highly branched form of glucose, like all these glucose molecules stuck together, and it can be very large, thousands of subunits stuck together. And in plants, you have glucose also. It just simply has a different form. It's more chain-like, as being shown here. So digestion of starch or glycogen yields maltose. And just another couple things to point out here. There are also polysaccharides that are very important in the animal world. For example, chitin is a very hard water-insoluble polysaccharide. It's used as a protective function. For example, it's found in the shells of certain invertebrates, like, say, a cockroach or something like that, and have a chitinous exoskeleton. Okay, the storage form of glucose for animals is called blank.